Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, it is day 17, so I'm taking another look at the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar 2024, set number 75395, 368 pieces. I paid $30, retailed for $40 or $45, can be pretty reliably found on sale, and we are on day 17. Yesterday we had the Ghost. It'd be kind of interesting if they did one for the Ghost and one for the Phantom in here, like right after each other, then maybe you could attach them, but maybe it doesn't really work in this scale. I was sort of thinking about that yesterday for the previous video, but excited to see what's going on here and what's next. And yeah, day 17. So if it's a little build, I'll talk my way through that. If it's a figure, same deal, and just making a series of short videos. And okay, I know what this one is. I feel pretty good about this. I don't know how many figures are in this, but I do know there's at least one figure that we haven't seen yet besides this one, so there's at least one more, which is good, I think. And the figures are actually, especially for like figures that are very main characters in the Star Wars series, I think it's a little bit more challenging to try to really put this at a date and time, but there is some things going on here, and I'm going to venture a guess here on what this might be, because it's an interesting thing. So let me see here. We have the holiday Luke Skywalker here. So, main character of the original trilogy for the most part, and also, present in the sequel trilogy. This is the holiday Luke, so like we had the holiday Leia, this is a special one. Of course, he does have his green lightsaber here, and for the holiday version of this all, Luke has a sweater. But first, we have the hairpiece. This is a hairpiece that works relatively well for Luke, I think. Headpiece is good as well. We do get alternate expressions, which is always nice. Good to get that. One's a little more stern. They're not crazy different, but one has a subtle sort of smile, which maybe if they're wearing a holiday sweater, they are in good spirits. And then looking at the sweater itself, or rather before that, let's just say no printing on the arms, no printing on the midsection, no printing on the legs. That is fine there. We do note that we have the different hands here. So one of the minifigure hands is black. One of them is the same kind of tan sort of color there, and that is because this is, hope I don't mess this up, like Return of the Jedi. Yes, I think this is episode 6, Return of the Jedi Luke. And then looking at the sweater, it's kind of I think it's green, which matches the lightsaber a little bit. And it's interesting. It looks like it's got that kind of stitched design, like it's knit, so it's a little bit pixelated there. Gives us that holiday feel. It looks like it's maybe snowing almost on there with all these little specks. But it does appear that this is Tatooine, and maybe is oh boy, what were they farming out there, or what was the deal? But I think this is the home where Luke grew up with his aunt and uncle, perhaps. It looks like we have the couple sons here, and we have kind of the area that looks like Luke's home, essentially. We also have kind of the little details around the side, below and beneath that, which is really cool. Some really fine detail in there, so I like to see that. And then on the back, we have a different design, again stitched, and again this is a reference to Tatooine, I believe, and this is when Luke meets R2-D2 and C-3PO, I want to say, or maybe one or the other. before he goes to meet Obi-Wan, and this is like the sand crawler, is that right? I don't know if it's I'm gonna mix up, it's not Ewoks, right? But it's some other group of beings in the Star Wars universe was driving this. They were like salvaging or like doing junk or repairs or all this different stuff. And I think Luke went to buy some droids to use around the farm. So I think that's what is being depicted back here, which is nice. I think that's clear. I mean, I have a very clear vision of what this scene is in my head. I just sometimes mix up the names of different stuff. And then in terms of where this relates to everything else, it is the holiday version, which makes it cool. I like the sweater a lot. Does go really nice with Leia, although one's kind of Hoth stuff, one's Tatooine stuff, but that's still cool. They're very quintessential characters, especially in Lego Star Wars, Luke is probably one of the characters that they've made the most figures of. But in the timeline here of Lego Star Wars in 2015, which is actually, I think when I can't remember when The Force Awakens came out, but I want to say it was pretty close to then. Maybe it was a little bit later than that, although I'm not positive. It's been so long, I don't really know. But in 2015, they did do a series of buildable figures, which was kind of like action figures. They weren't really mechs. They had kind of weird faces, I thought. I still see them occasionally on shelves, but they did a Luke Skywalker that was the Return Episode 6 version of the character, and in that buildable figure, it almost was like sort of Bionicle-esque, sort of mech-esque. They're very interesting. Look them up. I'm imagining this is referencing to set number 75110, and they in that set do have the gloved hand, or the hand that Luke misplaced, and his other hand there. So I think that's what that's referencing. Again, it's hard to make this totally make sense in the chronology, just because there's been a ton of versions of Luke, but I want to say I've nailed down, which one this is specifically referencing, and so that's pretty exciting, and the details on there are nice. I like the sweater a lot. Good to get that, and I think that's it. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including the rest of the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar 2024, as well as the Marvel Spider-Man Advent Calendar 2024, and then tons of other Lego sets. So stay tuned, maybe subscribe. It helps me a lot, means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.